The prince's dark rituals. In the beautiful village of Umuoka, there lived a beautiful woman called Nina. Her beauty never stopped her from being industrious and hardworking. Despite being married to the prince, she still goes to the village market and the village stream just like every other maiden. I am not the first wife of Prince Obidike, she said. The first wife, Adora, had been pregnant for 6 months when she suddenly vanished. The palace claimed she had run away. The second wife, Oluchi, gave birth to a stillborn child, but the body of the baby was never buried. She was found dead the next morning. While the third wife, Amaka, never made it to childbirth. She woke up one night screaming, blood pouring from her mouth as unseen hands twisted her body into something unnatural. And now it was my turn. Nena, my love, Obidike whispered, brushing a cold hands over my belly. The gods are waiting, he said. I had always felt something was wrong with my husband. His presence was too heavy, his eyes too deep, like looking into a pit that had no bottom. He never sleeps. He's always standing by the window, and his head as big as a rock. He's always watching as I sleep. And then there was this forbidden room that was never to be entered by anyone. One night, I could no longer resist knowing what is in the secret room. I took my lantern and head past the guards, and I reached the door. The silence that followed was not empty. It was watching me. My hands shook as I pushed the door. The smell that hit me first was of a rotten flesh, a wet earth, and something burnt. My lantern went off, and for a moment, I thought the darkness itself was alive, clawing towards me. Then I saw the children, their tiny body being twisted and their skin being peeled. And at the center of the room stood a massive altar and a throne. On it was sitting Obidike. His body was so unnatural. His fingers stood long that I became more scared. Nena, he called, while my legs were shaking. I couldn't stand his presence. I ran for my dear life. His shadow chased me, and I barely made it to my chamber. Even in my chambers, I could still hear the voices of the children calling out my name for help. On the seventh moon, I knew what was coming for me. I knew it was time. Prince Obidike entered my chamber with a wide smile and his finger twinkling in excitement as he placed his hands on my swollen belly, whispering, "The gods will be pleased with your sacrifice." Immediately, Prince Obidike's shadow moved against the wall, stretching his hands to receive my unborn child. "Nena, give me the child," he murmured. A loud voice came out from inside me, saying, "No." Prince Obidike screamed, "You can't refuse the sacrifice." But the pain in me was so unbearable that I pushed forth. The silence was broken by the cry of a baby, something that has never been heard or seen before. Prince Obidike let out the loudest and final scream of his life before he was swallowed by his shadows. Something has finally broken the cause-evil cycle in the palace. The village never spoke of Prince Obidike again, and his name was wiped off from the history. But sometimes at night, the village still hear the whispers and the cry of unknown voices.